Hi, my name's Alison Alvarez. I'm the CEO and co-founder of BlastPoint, and like many of you, I am working from home. I wanted to share a few findings because a lot of our friends in the utility industry are currently working on addressing the upcoming economic crunch and figuring out how to help as many of their customers as possible. And we've done a lot of work around this lately, and we think it would be helpful to share some of the findings we discovered. So I guess the most important thing that I want to talk about right now is how everyone who's low income isn't the same. And one of the things we've seen in the data and working with our partners is that there are many different ways to be low income, and a lot of them are tied very differently with your ability to pay your bills. And I guess the most important thing I want to talk about is income variability. So there are probably many people in your footprint who you might consider to be low income, but one of the things we've noticed is that there's a big difference in ability to pay regularly and on time with the overall volatility within their paychecks. So you could think about it this way. So household one might be a household that gets a Social Security check. They might be somebody who they can depend on regular payments, maybe from disability or maybe just from a job with very set hours. And you'll see that they pretty much get the same amount of money every month. You can see in household two, there are really big differences in that blue line, which is income. So it can be feast or famine. And if you think a lot of people in service professions, so it might mean that they're underemployed and they might be getting variable shifts, or it might be that they're in a tip profession where they can't always depend on getting the same amount of money every single day and every single hour where they work. And you can see that with both of these sort of dotted lines, it's about the same amount of income, but the variability is really different. And we see that the outcome is that households like this, they pay on time almost every single month. They're on systems like budget billing. And then we see households like this, they're less likely to be on budget billing. They're less likely to be signed up for things like auto debit because they don't know if the money is going to be in their bank account. And what everything is pointing to is that with what's happening economically right now and will be for the next few months is that these are the households to watch out for. So they might have the same amount of money coming in annually, but it's really different, the outcomes. So for these households, we see that they can pay late, even up to half the time. We see that they're a lot younger, and they're working age. So they are people who are out, not just sitting at home, they're getting things done. These guys tend to be a little bit older. We've seen definitely in their age range a lot more outright ownership of their home, a lot less dependence, which just means that it's easier to pay. So if we were looking at building programs to address specific people and you want to make sure that every dollar counts, we'd put them here rather than here. So I hope that made sense. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys keep in touch.